Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name's Em, a lover of all things planning and stationery, and today I'm going to be sharing a quick video of my 2023 planner lineup. This will be quite a brief video, just kind of doing an overview of what I'm using each of these for. There probably will be follow-up videos on all of them with kind of in-depth looks of how I've set them up and everything like that. So if you haven't already and you do want to kind of see those videos, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Anyway, intro out of the way, let's get cracking with the actual planners. First up, we have the Hobonichi Cousin. I'm finally back in a cousin for this year. Last year, I actually decided to give the Take a Note planner a try. I really enjoyed this, but it didn't quite work for me in the same way the cousin did. It's probably a much of a muchness, to be honest, but I did really miss my cousin, and I fought the urge to buy one mid-year because I'd started the Take a Note. I wanted to finish the Take a Note. I will be doing a review of that at some point, so I'll kind of take you through how I used it, what I liked, what I didn't like. But yeah, for now I'm back in my cousin. As you can see, I have got it all tabbed up in all its glory. Just kind of briefly how I'm using this is it's basically my long-term planning planner. So everything kind of daily tasks related is basically in here. So I've got kind of holiday planning in here in terms of work holidays. This will be my index, and I'll come on to why I need that as an index in a bit. And then the monthlies are actually my content planner. So last year I kind of didn't do a huge much in terms of content, either on Instagram or here or even the blog. So I've set this up as a bit of a content planner because I have tried in the Take a Note, for instance, using the monthly spread as a bit of like a gratitude log or daily highlight. Doesn't really work, and instead I do that in my weeks. So I figured this would be a perfect space to try out content planning again. The weekly pages, they are going to be used kind of for stickery planning. I don't use a huge amount of stickers in my weeks because of the size of it, so this is going to be just, I suppose, some fun kind of half scrapbooking, half planning, half just playing with stickers. This will probably evolve a bit over time, but yeah, watch this space. When it comes to the daily pages, this is kind of a setup that I've pretty much used before. So these blank pages will be for my 2023 goals. I have them, I just need to kind of commit them to paper now. I'm going to use this page as a bit of a highlights page, so at the end of every month I'll come back to this page and just do a bit of a what did I do this month, any highlights, anything I watched, any games I completed, things like that. And then the daily pages themselves will be a mix between kind of my style of journaling, and by journaling it's basically putting in stickers and receipts and things like that as a bit of a log of what I did. I don't do much in the way of writing about what I did. I just prefer to kind of put the pictures in and then have something I can flick through and go, oh, that was a nice memory. And then the rest of it will be my kind of traditional collections. So as you can see here, I've got different things tabbed up and ready to go. So a list of principles I want to release for the shop, YouTube video ideas, Instagram content to film or photograph present ideas, and then just a general inbox. I've tried to spread these out so far because what I didn't want to do is fill up the first 2 weeks of Jan and then have nowhere to put in any of the journaling. So if, you know, we did any day trips on New Year's Day, for example, if I then use that as my inbox page, for example, then I have nowhere to put that. So I've tried to be a bit clever in terms of which pages I've tabbed up. So I've left the weekends or bank holidays free, just in the hope that, you know, I'll do something on those days. And if I don't, then I've got an empty page to come back to and fill with the next collection. So I think over time this will get easier because I will naturally have some empty pages. So when I do want to do a new collection, I'll have one to go to. And then I just need to utilize the index to write what's on each page. Like the normal kind of go-to pages will always be tabbed, but then if I want to look back through kind of a historical packing list or, you know, a notes page, I just write it in here. This is also what this key is for, just so I can highlight as I go. So if I know that I need to find a page to do with the shop, I know what colour it's highlighted, I quickly find it and go straight to the page. Next up, we have my Finsbury. So I bought this last year. I was so excited when they re-released the yellow. I did once have a pocket yellow Finsbury, which I absolutely loved, but because it didn't lie flat, I couldn't get on with it. This lies a bit better, but I don't use it often enough for it to be a problem, to be honest. This I'm not going to really show much of, and I probably won't do a specific setup video. I do have blog posts of kind of previous Filofax personal setups that are basically set up in the same way, so I will try and remember to leave those below. And also a post around my yellow pocket Finsbury setup, because even now I still think it was a beautiful setup, so if you want to go and check that out, I'll leave that below. Also, anything that I mention here or kind of reference, as many links as I can find will be down below for kind of dividers and stickers and things like that. If there's anything that I've missed, just drop me a comment and I'll tell you where I got it from. But this is the reference kind of binder, so this has got things like all my birthdays in a perpetual calendar, the days that my bills come out, savings information, addresses, kind of maybe long-term work and shop planning, reference pages for, you know, certain fonts that I use in my printables in the shop, things like that. You know, it's not something that I use every day, but it's nice to just have one central location that doesn't need to move from one year to the next like it would if I put it in my Hobonichi, for example, that I can just have on the bookshelf and know if I need to know a piece of information, it's probably in here. Next up, we have the Hobonichi Weeks, which this year I was very lucky to be gifted the 2023 Moomins version. This is a version that as soon as it was released in the sneak peeks, I absolutely loved. I thought I wouldn't be able to get a hold of it and didn't even really look, to be honest. And then my wonderful boyfriend found it and ordered it for me for our anniversary. And I'm so glad he did, because it is so beautiful. Look at it. It's just, love it. So this is my daily planner, basically. It will always live out on my desk with my to-dos. I have tabbed it up, as you can see, with the week, my financial planning, and then a couple of kind of key pages that I use the notes for. I used the notes as I was doing the flip through of this actually for Instagram. I noticed that half of my notes pages are actually packing lists. In here it's such a handy space for it. So I've made kind of a basic packing list that should hopefully serve as a bit of a base for any future trips. And then just basically the next empty page so that I can, you know, go straight to it. Like I say, I'll be doing an in-depth video on this in terms of how I set it up and how I use it, because I have very kind of clear functions for each section, and how I kind of color code everything and set things up. So I will go through that in a bit more detail. But yeah, absolutely gorgeous planner. Obviously not put a cover on it. I don't think the plastic cover would really kind of, I don't know, it just feels a bit unnecessary on this one. Because I don't think it will kind of stain or anything, because it's that shiny material. And yeah, so I just want to keep it out and looking pretty as it is. Finally, I am onto my passport Midori. So this was something that I bought last year. I've been after a passport but not really needed one, and always worried about the size. And then Lindsay Scribbles, I couldn't keep watching videos of her passport setup or watching Instagram reels of how cute hers was and not eventually get one, and realise that actually it works out really well as a wallet. So this is my on-the-go planner. So vouchers and things like that go in here. My fuel receipts go in here because I basically claim back all of my petrol through work. This is where my bank cards live. And then I have just simple monthly planner that I keep updated, so that if I'm out and about and someone wants to make plans, then I know whether I'm free or not. Pockets, more bank cards here, and basically a bit of a bullet journal kind of notes pages thing going on. I just like to have a piece of paper that I can write on if needed, and more pockets for kind of anything. I also have in here, this is actually sticker release tape. So I found, because I take this on holiday, that sometimes you'll get stickers from places that look really cool in your planner. So I stick them on here so that they don't lose the stickiness and they can go straight in the planner when it comes time to journal. Lovely little setup. I've been in this for a few months now, working really well, really enjoy it. And yeah, I'm getting on reasonably well with the size of the page. I don't probably use the bullet journal portion as much as I probably would if it was bigger, but then if it was bigger it wouldn't fit in half of my bags, so I kind of, yeah, it balances out in the end. But yeah, that was a quick run through of my 2023 planners. Like I say, Most of these will get dedicated videos over the next few weeks, so keep checking back if you want to see kind of a bit more detail of any of these planners. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Bye.